What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from geeksterlabs.com, and today I have a sponsored review for a product that was sent to me from Contour. And today we're going to be checking out their brand new Unimouse. So this is basically a fully adjustable ergonomic mouse. So this comes in two different flavors. It has wired version and the wireless version. So the wired version retails for $90 and the wireless version is $110. So the version I've been testing out is the wireless version. So we're going to be checking out what's included inside the box. Then we're going to talk about how my experience has been while using the Unimouse, and I'll give you guys my full thoughts on that. So if you're interested in purchasing this product, I'll have links down below in the description if you do want to purchase this online. So without further ado, let's get to the review. Okay guys, so here are all the different things that come inside the box. Obviously it's very minimalistic. All we have is the mouse. We have a USB cable right here, and this is a micro USB to full size USB. Also included with that is an adapter. So this is an adapter that goes from what is that, female end to female USB on the other end as well. So this is what you would use if you need to plug in the sensor, because this is like the little plug port here, the IR sensor for the computer. So if you need to plug this into your computer, and if your computer is kind of further away from your mouse for some reason, you can always plug this into there and then have this extended. Although I did plug this into the back of my iMac and it worked just fine, so I didn't even need to use the extension. Of course it does, since this is a micro USB cable, you can also plug this into the mouse in the very front of the port right there to charge it and use it while it's being charged, which is nice. That's something you obviously can't do with the Apple mouse, which is kind of, I don't understand how that happened. But so if you do need to charge it up while you're using it, you can do that. Just so you know, this does have a 470 milliamp battery that lasts 3 months. So you're not going to need to be charging this thing up very often, just so you know. So it will last quite a bit of time, but if you do need to charge up and use it at the same time, you can use this included cable. And if you do need to extend it out, you can use the little adapter here as well. I never used it. I just popped this little sensor into the back of my my iMac. Didn't even have to have line left side or anything, and it worked just fine. So let's check out the mouse. All right, so here we have the mouse itself, and so this mouse is kind of large, and so this is really a perfect mouse for those with large hands. I have very big hands. Let me give you some comparison. So the other mouse I currently use right now is a SrJaZk MX. I believe this, yeah, the MX Master. And so this is the size of the MX, and this is the size of the Contour mouse. So obviously, as you can tell, it has a much bigger ridge. It's more angled there, and this is fully adjustable. And I'll show you all the different elements or levels of adjustment. So it's pretty similar width and everything to the SrJaZk MX. And so if I take the Apple mouse, maybe if you guys are used to using an Apple mouse, you can see that there's a big difference in size compared to those two devices. So it is very large, but it's very lightweight. It's like weighs barely a pound. So it does feel very good in the hand, very solid. I have a hard time finding mice that fit my hand. I usually have to use larger mice. I have used trackball mice in the past. This one is very, very comfortable. So like I mentioned at the very onset, this is a fully adjustable ergonomic mouse. It has multi-points of articulation that you can adjust. So first off, it goes from 35 degrees, which is the angle that's at right now. It can go all the way to 70 degrees wide open. And that might look kind of odd, but I will tell you that using a mouse vertically like this is actually a little bit more comfortable than using it when it's flat. So let's use a perfect example. We have the Apple mouse right here. When you're sitting at a desk, your hand almost naturally kind of just goes flat on the mouse. But if you notice, you almost want to do this. Like, it almost feels more comfortable to have your hand like this than it does to have to turn your wrist and turn your elbow in and to use a mouse flat like that. And the cool thing of that this mouse allows you to do is to keep your hand almost vertical, sideways, while you're using it. And it's really, really comfortable. Most of the time when I was testing this mouse out, I left it fully open like this, completely open. You know, of course, if you want to, you can adjust it and lower it down a little bit if you want to, which is fine. And it did take some time to get used to clicking with it like this, because you're not really pressing down, you're pressing to the side. But that's where the thumb pad comes into play. So this thumb pad is completely customizable as far as the angle. So you can go forward, you can go back. I'm gonna mess up my settings now, but you can go forward, you can go back, you can even pull it towards you. You can push it further in, and all of these adjustments are they're very stiff. It's like a friction-based type of system. It's not going to like move on you by accident. You have to actually put some force in it to actually get it to move and to adjust. So you can pivot, you can change at different angles, fully customizable to find just the right fit. And it really eliminates a lot of fatigue, because I mean, most people use their mouse or their computer all day long at work. I tested this mouse out for a full complete week, had no issues with it whatsoever, and the angle took a little while to get used to as far as clicking buttons when it was like this on such a big slope. But after using it for quite some time, it's gotten a lot more comfortable to use, and I actually enjoy it a lot more than my other mice that I've been using at my desk. I use a stand-up desk, so it doesn't even matter if you're going to stand up or if you're sitting down. It still feels more comfortable keeping your hand like this as opposed to turning your wrist in to use it flat. So I've really enjoyed it. It has a bunch of different programmable, so there's 6 programmable buttons here. So we have the 2 buttons on the side here, we have 3 buttons on the front, left click, right click, and double click, which is really awesome. I love using the double click. We have the scroll wheel here, which is very good. It has like a click. You can't hear the click, but it does have like, it's not smooth rolling, it just has like a vibration, so you can feel how many times you roll in it, and also clicks in as well. The one thing I will admit to is I did kind of miss having a side scroll, which is something I had on my other mouse. So that has been taking some time to use, mostly for like editing videos and just using it on browsing the web and things like that. Sometimes I'm used to just having that side scroll. This does not offer that. That's probably the only thing I really missed while using this, but I loved having that double click, being able to just like click once to be able to open up a document or change the name of a file or just do different commands like that, instead of having to click it twice. That was kind of nice being able to do that. So we also have different speeds, as you can adjust this to be a little bit more responsive as far as the track speed goes. And there's actually 10 cursor speeds, so if you adjust this right here, you can go from 800 all the way to 2800 DPI on cursor speed, which is very cool. It is completely wireless, the version I have here. The on button is on the bottom right there. And then there's a sensor right there on the bottom. So it is very smooth. There's a USB port on the front right there. So, like I said, this does have a built-in battery, 470 milliamps lithium battery, lasts 3 months on one full charge. That's really awesome. And for the most part, I've really enjoyed using this mouse. So keep in mind though, like I did mention it earlier, the wireless one will retail for 110 bucks. So that is a little bit pricey for a mouse with 6 programmable buttons, especially there's lots of other mice that are on the market, gaming mice, wireless mice, Bluetooth mice, things like that offer maybe more buttons, more programmable buttons and such, but none of them that I've seen offer this much adjustability when it comes to ergonomics of the mouse. So that is one thing to consider and keep in mind if that is something that's important to you. It does have 6 programmable buttons. I don't use more than 6, so for me it's fine. I don't know about you and how your workflow goes. It might be something that might be an issue for you, but I've really enjoyed using and testing out this mouse, and I think Contour has another cool device on their hands. And there is a driver you can download to be able to customize all the buttons and be able to do whatever it is you need to do for your workflow while using this mouse. So those are my thoughts on the Contour Unimouse. So if you have any questions about this product, post them down below in the comment section. I read every comment in all my videos and I always answer back as quickly as possible. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're interested in purchasing this product, I have links in the description down below as well. So if you guys want to check out my YouTube channel and subscribe so you can be alerted to any of my other future reviews that come up, make sure you click on my face. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, you can click on either one of these video clips right here. So I'll see you guys in the next video review.